Hey y'all, this is Reverend Kid Holmes. It is Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. It is the 20th of November 2024. It's time for One Mind Wednesday. So I had my I don't even call it a stumble. I had my experience yesterday of um, a little blip in the radar, my footing around hope got shaken. I got a little slippery yesterday. And I certainly got to the core of it pretty quickly, that it's one of those places in life where um, when your beliefs get challenged, let's put it that way. And a core thing around the foundation of what I believe in my spiritual practice. And when you learn that people you think share the same ideology or philosophy or practice, do not. And it's an awakening. It is a rude awakening. And I mean, I'm not saying anything new. This has been going on certainly since the election in this country 2 weeks ago, and it's been going on for years. It's been going on for millennia. It's been going on since the beginning of humankind, when our sense of reality is shaken. What's important to us, our values, all those things. So I've been able to stay pretty hopeful, and I am again today, just so you know, but I wanted to share that with you, that it does certainly happen. It happens to me. I've been able to hold that ground of saying, what's the bigger picture here? What's important? And I was able to get back to that today, and I'm really glad. So how did I do it? That's the thing. I get that question: how do you stay grounded? How do you stay hopeful? How do you keep your faith in your fellow human beings? It's holding the idea of the bigger picture. When I did my journaling and I did my meditation and I did all these things, all my spiritual practices, sometimes they feel a little stale. Sometimes it doesn't seem to work. Sometimes it's like, well, I'm doing this and I'm doing this and I'm doing it, and nothing's changing. One of the things I will affirm for you is that we keep showing up. That's the most important thing. That we keep showing up in those spiritual practices, and we keep our eye on the bigger picture, on the greater thing that I truly believe is happening, is that all of these beliefs, and even my own, are getting shaken to their core, so that the new, more advanced, I guess that would be the way to put it, the new evolution of us as a human, as a species, is coming forth. There's new growth happening, and growth is uncomfortable. It is painful. It's annoying. It's annoying to wake up feeling anxious or scared or worried every day. And the thing is, at some point we can say, I don't want to feel this way anymore. That's what it is for me. And when those blips in the radar come along, or those little stumbles, or those like, wow, I really didn't see that coming, we don't get thrown so completely off that we can't recover. So number one, you can get through this. We are getting through this, and this meaning there is multiple layers of this happening in the world. It's part of being human. And if you feel like your practice isn't quite doing it, then switch it up. Do something different, just a little thing. And if it's not in your spiritual practice, then in your day-to-day living, just do something a little bit different. Take a breath and be mindful. Go to a different coffee shop. Go to a different grocery store. Oh my God, that's terrifying. We're so used to things working the way we want them to, that our systems get tripped up. But if we practice seeing things differently, uncomfortable as it was yesterday, and as uncomfortable as it still is with some things that are going on in the background, I am being shown that it's okay for me to look at things differently, and it's okay for me to feel anxious about the changes, or that my perceptions are different. But what it does too is it brings me, well, then what are my perceptions? What are my values? What is really important to me? And that's what got me back today. I allowed myself to go, well, maybe I need to see this differently. In my spiritual practice was higher power, or whatever name you give to it, see it differently. Help me see it differently. And I did. And I did. I'll share with some stories with you some other time about something else that dropped in for me today in a journaling that I really got to see something from many, many, many years ago. I got to see it from a different perspective, and I went, wow, from where I stand now, that's why it was important then. That's why it was important for me to see it that way then. And now I'm looking at it differently. So just try something a little different. Just a little bit of a different routine. I'm not talking about major changes because we're all going through them anyway, and that's uncomfortable. That's what's causing the discomfort. But be willing to just take a breath and say, you know what, maybe it requires a second view. I could go on, and I'm not going to do that today, but I could go on and on and on and on and on, as you well know. But I'll leave you with that. Just be gentle. Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with others. We're all doing it. No matter whether you agree with somebody or not, we're all just trying to figure it out. Just take a breath. Just be easy. Go easy. All right? You can get upright again. Absolutely doable. All right. Enough rambling. This is Reverend Kit Holmes. It is One Mind Wednesday. I'm here every Wednesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Facebook Live. All of these videos are on my YouTube channel in a playlist called One Mind Wednesdays. That's convenient, isn't it? Thank you for all your views. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for doing all you do to support my work in the world. I really, really do appreciate it. All right. I will see you next week. In the meantime, remember, we are all a part of the one mind, which means, yes, we are all in this together, every single one of us. So kindness does matter, and love is indeed the only answer. I love you all dearly. I will see you again next Wednesday. Blessings. Bye-bye.